We're live. The Indiana fever continues to look awful in front of America as America's team without white Jesus. Is it time to start questioning the coaching staff in this front office? Or are we not putting a little bit more accountability on the players? Chicago Sky finally gets their first win, but I would challenge everyone that's watching to take a wild guess why they won. And take a wild guess why they didn't win. We're going to talk about it and much more right after the intro. Let's go! Boys, girls, he, she, they, them, we, or whatever you choose to identify as. Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode, baby. Oh, my goodness. Listen, just before we jump into the episode tonight, we're not going to be here long. If you are a returning viewer, thank you, thank you, thank you, okay? Thank you to the core audience of the W360. Thank you, W360 Nation, for showing out on the internet night in and night out, okay? And if you are new here, whether you're watching live or if you're watching the playback, be sure to subscribe and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell another friend, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your auntie, and your uncle, to subscribe to the W360, okay? Subscribe and make sure you continue to spread the word, all right? Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for the super chats. I appreciate it. Getting into the episode. Michael, you are a continued supporter of the W360. I appreciate you so much. And also, the 6-foot Aquarius says, anybody got Kennedy Carter phone number? Okay. We're going to talk about it, guys. Thank you so much. What's up, Native Gator? Stereo D is in the building. What's going on, Kelly? Okay. Jennifer Adamo Johnson, I see you in the chat. Monica Middleton is in the chat. I see you, Rhonda Stewart, beautiful Afro woman. What's going on, Lauren? I know you're out there. And Jade. What's going on, W360 Nation in America? Happy Friday, baby. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. But it wasn't that good as a Friday. It wasn't that good of a Friday. Not for Indiana Fever fans, because you're watching a team that doesn't have any leadership. None. Okay? All right, we're just going to get right into it. We're not going to be here long tonight. It's Friday. It's Friday, and people got things to do. Okay, but we're going to sit here and we're going to talk about this game tonight. Right here, I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of being nice. I'm tired of being nice. Do you hear me? Stephanie White Leather. I'm trying. I'm riding with you, baby. I'm riding. I'm trying to ride with you. I want to tell you you did a good job. You're going to get you a steak and a drink. But nobody can tell you that tonight because your squad doesn't look prepared. This offense looks a mess. offense. It looks a mess. It looks a mess. And I should have Amber Cox up here too. This team looks like this team is a mess. This team looks like an average AAU squad that's playing in some Nike tournament. Nothing about this team looks like what you said that you were going to present in front of America. Nothing about this team. Natasha Howard looks a mess. Where is she? Right here. Natasha Howard looks a mess. She's awful. Now, I'm trying my best to be patient, but between Natasha Howard and also DeWanna Bonner, Stephanie, I'm starting to wonder, do you have an allegiance to these vets? I'm not even going to start on Stinky Colson. I'm going to get to her next. I'm starting to wonder, are you just giving these vets a payday to give them their last year before the CBA deal and everybody tell them, hey, you're slow. You can't keep up with the new girls nowadays. You look awful. You can't hit shots. Get out of this league. Are you just trying to give them their last itty bitty coin? Is that what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Because I'm tired of looking at this mess. Millions of people in America that spend their hard-earned dollars don't want to sit and watch a team full of Natasha Howards and Sydney Colsons and DeWanna Bonners. Nobody wants to see that mess. Kelsey Mitchell too. And I'm going to talk about Kelsey Mitchell tonight as well. She shows why she's able to exist in Indiana tonight, just tonight. Not 2 weeks later, I might come here and say, Kelsey Mitchell, you did a good job. You go get yourself a steak and a drink. But tonight, you stink. She stinks. Your vets stink. They stink. You're bringing dinosaurs to this organization that can't run or take over a game and win. Why are we losing to the Connecticut Sun? They're the worst team in the league. They stink. They stink. This should have been a blowout game. This is on you, Stephanie. And I love you. I'm rooting for you, Stephanie, and I'm still riding with you. I'm riding with you, Stephanie White Leather. But it seems like you can't coach unless you will put on your leather jacket. The only person showed up tonight was Aaliyah Boston. That's it. Only person showed up tonight was Aaliyah Boston. Why aren't you running the offense through Aaliyah Boston? Why? Everyone on the court looked lost. Everyone on the court looks lost, and Natasha Howard thinks she's good. Let me tell you something. Natasha Howard. I'd like Natasha Howard to get out of my town. You take that wife of yours, that loudmouth wife of yours, that's causing hooting and hollering all over the internet. You take her back to Zeus, and you pack your bags, and you get out of my town. Natasha, get out of my town. You're slow, and you can't compete. You can't compete. You take Sydney Colson with you. You take Sydney, you both take your wives, and you get out of my town. Bring some real ballers to my town. We got agendas to push and points to prove, and we can't do it with you slows. Natasha's taking all these shots. I'm so mad, y'all. I am so mad. I am so mad. And it starts with the front office. Amber Cox, the other lady, whatever her name is, Stephanie White, you too. What were you thinking bringing Sydney Colson and Brianna Turner to this team? What? Sydney Colson got hurt. Didn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm wishing Sydney Colson well. I'm wishing her well. Okay? No, of course, we don't want to see any player get hurt. All jokes aside, entertainment aside, all of that. We don't want to see any player get hurt. I'm wishing her well. Stinky Colson, it doesn't matter that she got hurt. We still didn't have a point guard. Didn't have a point guard. What were you thinking? And everyone says Sydney Colson, she brings the veteran experience. She's this and that for the Las Vegas Aces. She was just a mascot on that team. She didn't bring anything to the Aces during their championships. She was a bench rider. She stinks. She's awful. She is a stinky, dirty diaper. She's dead foot skin. She's the toilet plumber. She's useless. She stinks. She sucks. She stinks. To see this team lose like this, and it's not the fact that these losses does not matter. They don't matter. Right now, it's the regular season. When it's just the sixth game of the season, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But what stings is the fact that how lost this offense and this team look without White Jesus on the floor after you all told us that we have all this depth. These veteran players are here, and Caitlin Clark is surrounded by the best players and veteran and leadership. There was not one leader on the floor tonight. Not one. This team stinks. This team stinks. And I'm riding with you, but I'm going to criticize you tonight. I'm going to criticize this team tonight. You all of you stink. All of you stink. And I say that as a person that's going to ride with you this season and root for you this season. But tonight, you all stink. Seriously. Seriously. You all were playing against the worst team in the league. The worst team in the league. Even if it was a messy game, you got to pull that game off by at least 2, 3, 4, 5 points. You lost. So what does that say? Let's take a look at some key plays from tonight. Okay, guys, we're not going to be here. We're not going to be here all night. Let's take a look at some key plays from tonight. I am so mad. I'm so mad. Thank you so much, Rhonda, Iowa girl. For the super chat says, please tell me why Mitchell kept rim running when there were 3 defenders 6'2" waiting. Forrest her every single time. Is there a reason we kept Timpson when we are only benching her? I'm begging Forrest Timpson to play. I'm assuming you're saying you're begging for Timpson to play. Yes. I have no idea at this point why Timpson is on the bench. No idea. Brianna Turner is just stealing money from the league, the same as Sydney Colson. They are literally stealing money from the league. And this is what I used to say last season. If you guys have been following the W360 since last season, I said Erica Wheeler, she's just stealing money. These are the same players stealing money. You're just stealing money. You get paid to be very, very average basketball players. But as long as you're gay and black and an activist, you have a position in this league. You don't have to be very good. You don't have to be very good. Look at Erica Wheeler, Natasha Howard, Nalissa Smith, Brianna Turner, Alyssa Thomas, DeWanna Bonner now, DeWanna Bonner, Paige. As long as you're gay and an activist and you have a little bit of basketball skills, you can play in the WNBA. Let's take a look at some key plays from tonight, guys. DeWanna hits it off the backboard from the corner. Oh, that must be twice. Sorry.
I leave Boston with those three.
All right. Let's see hustle. Let's see hustle. Here's Natasha Howard. That should have been an offensive foul, but she got away with it. Good score. Good score. Here's the steal. I really wish DeWanna Bonner would have just taken over. DeWanna Bonner hit some key buckets toward the end of the game, but between DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard, I really was looking for them to take over at some point in the game with Aaliyah Boston. And that's why I was questioning Stephanie White-Leather. Like, why isn't there that pick and roll that's ran with Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston? Caitlin Clark is out. Everyone knows Caitlin Clark is going to be out. Did you not practice that in practice with Kelsey Mitchell or Sydney Colson, the pick and roll? You just don't see that. You have not seen that. What you're seeing is this 5-out motion offense, this pass and cut offense, and it's not working. You need to go to Aaliyah Boston so the defense collapse and you can create outside shots for Lexi Hall, DeWanna Bonner, Kelsey Mitchell. Create outside shots, but you need to play through Aaliyah Boston, and I'm not seeing the offense ran like that. And why does everybody in America can see that? What is happening? This motion offense doesn't work. Run the offense through Aaliyah Boston. You see what the Chicago Sky just did. They started running the offense through Kamilla Cardoso. You see they won. Seriously. Now, I want to be clear. I want to be very clear. I'm criticizing Stephanie White-Leather tonight. But I'm riding with Stephanie White-Leather tonight. She's done a much better job than I see people are saying we should bring back coach from last year. We should bring her back. We should bring her back. No. I'm still riding with Coach Stephanie White-Leather. We're not going back to Christy Sides. And she's not doing as bad as Christy Sides. I don't think so. I think she's trying to do the best with what she has. She's trying to do her best with what she has. Seriously. Thank you for the another super chat. Bernie's book tour. Bernie's book tour. Shout out to Bernie's book tour. Said I watched a good podcast that said Fever should be have left the team alone from last season, minus Nalissa. I think the goal was to get more experienced players around White Sheezes. But I think what's being exposed here is that the experienced players are experienced in a league that's not the same as the league that they're playing in today. Hence the reason why you have these rookies breaking records in 1 and 2 seasons that took these veterans 500 games to do. So it sounds good. She's surrounded by veterans. She's surrounded by experience. But what if the veteran and the experience is null to a rookie that played against better competition in their college days than you played against in the finals? You want to know why? Because this league was an activist league and focused on activism instead of skill. That's what's being exposed. If you look at it, that's it. You're a veteran, but you're a veteran in a league that wasn't very good. We all saw the All-Star game last year. The rookies beat the USA team. So what does it mean to say that you're a veteran in this league and you're experienced in this league? You're experienced in a sorry company. Veterans in today's age means nothing to me nowadays. Nothing. So what? So what? So what? You've been around and you've been able to hoop and hop for 10 years. So what? Tawanda Bonner, you've had kids from 3 different WNBA players. You're throwing the ball off the side of the backboard. That's what you're a veteran in. Hooping and hopping. So what? Nothing. It means nothing. Seriously. Seriously. I'm tired of it. My friends are laughing because they're here tonight. And I made them step outside, guys. If you hear them laughing, I'm sorry if you hear them in the background. They're outside laughing. They're outside in my yard laughing. They're watching my live and they're laughing. But I'm not trying to be funny. You're a professional hooping hopper. I gotta take a break. keep from crying, folks. W360 Nation, you have to laugh to keep from crying. You do. You do. Uh, oh, oh my gosh. I cannot believe that girl let her mama go out and do that. Uh, all right. Just to go over the stats before we move on, guys. We're not going to be here long tonight. Just to go over the stats tonight. Indiana, losing team. I'm on y'all. Indiana Fever, I am so mad at y'all. And Sophie gets grace. The 6'8" Aquarius says, I sent you a $10 super chat, sis. I appreciate you. Let me see. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you. Thank you, Jennifer. They ought to be embarrassed for the super chat. Guys, I appreciate everyone's super chat. Any super chat you send, that comes directly to me. Supporting my website, shop.w360.com, and purchasing merch. Guys, that means a lot. That's the best way to support me and this show and helping the channel grow. So I definitely appreciate everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Even if I may miss the chat, it may move fast. Thank you so much. All right, tonight, Aaliyah Boston, 17. Shout out to Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston, you did your best tonight. Round of applause to Aaliyah Boston. You did your thing, Aaliyah. I'm proud of you. Now, I'm not going to tell you to get a steak and a drink tonight because you can't. You can't. You can't. You have to lead your team to a win. Okay? You have to step up bigger and demand the ball. You have to, in a timeout, say, get me the ball. When you get that monster in you, then I'll tell you, you did good tonight, Aaliyah. You go get yourself a steak and a drink. You earned that. Not tonight. Not tonight. White Jesus is on the bench. She's hurt. Aaliyah, you have to get that monster in you and take over the team, and you don't have it yet. You don't have it yet. You need to demand the ball from Kelsey, Dewana, and Natasha Howard. Everyone should demand the ball from Natasha Howard and that loudmouth wife of hers. Nonetheless, Aaliyah Boston had 17 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. Lexi Hustle had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal, a block. Kelsey Mitchell played 35 minutes. She had 13 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Natasha Howard had 9 points, went 4 from 9. She shot 44%. She had 6 rebounds. Damaris Dantes, 9 points. I think Damaris, I'm not sold on Damaris either yet, but I think she's going to come along. That's why I'm not mad at her. I think Damaris is coming along slowly. Damaris Dantes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, and Sophie Cunningham, America's favorite, 10 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. I think Sophie Cunningham should. I think Sophie Cunningham should give more too as well. As far as the turnovers tonight, Natasha Howard had 3 turnovers. Dewana Bonner had 3 turnovers. Kelsey Mitchell had 3 turnovers. You can score, but you know, if you give back points, it doesn't matter. Sydney Colson was hurt tonight. Doesn't matter. I don't think it's going to hurt the team at all. I don't think it's going to hurt the team at all that Sydney Colson was hurt tonight. It's not like she was doing anything to help the team win. And I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm not trying to be cruel. But Sydney Colson was hurt tonight. She might be out. I think she hurt her leg, her knee. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. But I know that she was out for the game. But at this point, traitor. 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 She wasn't helping the team anyway. And I told you guys this in the beginning when she first was drafted to the team. Timpson didn't play. All right. Marina Mabry for Connecticut Sun had 26 points. 5 rebounds. Sanaa Rivers. I root for Sanaa Rivers. Rookie. The rookie Sanaa Rivers had 12 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists. And shout out to Sanaa Rivers. She's playing through a recent death. Her mother just transitioned. So for her to actually be playing this season is, it speaks highly of her. Shout out to Sanaa Rivers from NC State. I rooted for her there because she transferred out of Don Staley's cult at South Carolina that she disguised as a basketball team. So I'm glad to see that Sanaa Rivers was able to get out, have a successful collegiate career at NC State, and she's able to be successful in the WNBA. She's showing players that you don't have to be in Don Staley's cult. You don't have to be in Don Staley's cult to be successful in the WNBA. Look at Sanaa Rivers. I root for you, Sanaya. And I'm always going to root for you, baby. And I'm glad for you to stand up against the cult. Because that's all it is. It's a worship cult that praised Don Staley and that statue. Shout out to Sanaa Rivers. And all her family. Well, not her family, but her friends that watch this show. Shout out to you all. Okay. I see you guys and I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting and watching my show. Bria Hartley, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Nelson Odoa had 8 points, 9 rebounds. JC Sheldon had 4 points. And Tina Charles, 18 points, 2 rebounds. Tina Charles looks slow. Tina Charles looks slow to me. I'm just being honest. Legend in the game. I remember watching her when I was little. Tina Charles looks slow. I think Tina Charles should retire. I think Natasha Howard should retire. I think DeWanna Bonner should retire. I think Alyssa Thomas should go to a penitentiary and play for their league. You don't have to be locked up. Just go play for their league. Just go play out in the prison yard with them and then leave. That's what I think Alyssa Thomas should do. You don't have to be a criminal. Just go show them your ways that you do in the WNBA. Seriously. Seriously. Yes, I love JC Sheldon. I like JC Sheldon. Sheldon's going to be amazing. Nonetheless, man, I'm riding with America's team. America's team, I'm riding with. Okay? I'm riding with America's team. I want the vets to step it up. I want Stephanie White Leather to figure this out. Okay? I'm riding with you. This show does not discriminate. When you're stinking up the place, I'm going to call you out. This show does not discriminate, okay? It doesn't discriminate. Seriously. You all stunk it up tonight. Seriously. Moving along, guys. So just to say, America's team lost 83-85. 83-85. Lisa G. What's up, Lisa G? W360 love Lisa G over here. Lisa G says, "So am I. Go Fever." Yes. It's constructive criticism, but we're never going to get it twisted. I stand behind Stephanie White Leather. I'm standing with you, baby, and I'm standing with this team. But get it together. All right. Where are we at? 35 minutes. Okay, we're not going to be here much long, girl. Shout out to Kamilla Cardoso. Shout out to Kamilla Cardoso. I am glad to see that she has finally been able to get comfortable and escape from the shadows and the shackles of Angel Reese. Okay. Chicago Sky finally won their first game yesterday. Okay, they were able to defeat the Dallas Wings 97-95. And Kamilla Cardoso shined in that game yesterday with 23 points, 8 rebounds, and she shot 9 for 13 from the field in 26 minutes. Okay, now for all the hoteps and for all the Reese's Pieces and all the, the men with ashy knees that check the stats at the water fountains at their jobs, don't send me messages or anything. Kamilla Cardoso was able to finally shine, and I've been called this. I've been said this. If you follow the W360, I've been said Chicago Sky isn't going to start winning until they play through Kamilla Cardoso, and they did yesterday. Tyler Marsh, who instead of surrounding himself and saying, I'm going to put together a real coaching staff, because he's a beta male. He sits down and pee. He surrounded himself with women. He said, I just want women around me. I want women. I'm going to hire black women because black women are winning and black women are this and black women are that. Tyler Marsh has finally realized, nothing against Courtney, nothing against her. But Tyler Marsh has finally realized that you need to play through Kamilla Cardoso. Stop feeding into the media and stop feeding into TikTok. Angel Reese is not the player that you played through for that squad. Okay? She's a role player at best. That's it. That's all. She get a rebound. We don't need Angel Reese going up for 6 different shots and throwing up prayers and just throwing up the ball and hoping and just, we don't need it. Get the ball back out to a shooter. So finally, it seems like Chicago has made that clear. Angel, you are not a superstar. You're not even a star. You're a rebounder in the WNBA that has a large following for being an influencer, and you're beautiful. Make your money there. You're not going to make it rebounding and throwing the ball over the basket. So if you guys have followed me, you guys know I've rooted for Kamilla Cardoso. I've wanted this Chicago offense to run through Kamilla Cardoso, and I've always said Angel Reese needs to be a role player. That's what she is on that offense, in that offense. Let's take a look. Before we take a look, also notice, as I said earlier, for the people that's in the comments, she's required. When you're a part of that South Carolina cult, you are required to worship and praise Dawn Staley and Asia Wilson. Okay? Sources close to me tell me it's in their contracts. There is the same way Muslims have to pray 5 times a day, you have to pray and worship Asia Wilson and Dawn Staley 5 times a day when you have graduated from this cult. That's why they wear their shirts. That's why they wear their shoes. And that's why those people that follow that program are slow and they worship Dawn Staley and Asia Wilson. Everyone is slow and they're caught up in the cult and matrix. Okay? It's part of the contract that everyone has to sign. They're all slow. Everyone, they're all slow. They're all slow. Look at them. They're slow. Everyone. Nonetheless, let's take a look at Kamilla Cardoso.
The tip goes to Chicago, and we're underway here at Wintrust, and a quick move and quick night. Wings and Sky, the Wings, like I mentioned, picked up their first win. Cardoso just rips that pass away. Nurse, again, feeding Angel Reese. The miss, she'll try to put it back, feeds Cardoso, and Cardoso keeps rolling. All 10 to shoot. Cardoso rims out one of her rare.
She's strong. Now, Angel Reese, we would have been watching her make that shot for probably about 12 more seconds. You see how Cardoso goes up strong?
Good job. Cardoso is on fire with 12. Latest was the 7th turnover for Dallas. 6 turnovers here for Chicago. Haley Van Lith, step through a move, gets
Haley Van Lith is getting more comfortable. Cardoso puts it right back up. We're not watching her. We're not watching her attempt it 7 times. She goes right back up, and let's get back down the floor. The game has to move on. We can't sit here all night. We can't sit here all night waiting on you to make a shot. Can't do it. Cardoso does it for us. And look how she gets back down the floor. Look how she gets back down the floor. Look at her. And she gets back down the floor.
Excellent defensive possession.
Look at her.
By Chicago. It's great job of Sloot digging down and helping on the roll.
Shovel.
Oh, there's no power dribble. There's no having to figure anything out. She's going straight up. Straight up.
You Shimmy would make a Barry Sanders reference. How about Sloot finding Cardoso?
There we go.
Atkins.
This offense needs to run through Kamilla.
Cardoso.
This offense needs to run through Kamilla. She's a true big. This offense needs to run through Kamilla.
First time for a pro.
Look at her.
Cardoso.
We're not watching her all night. We're not calling our bosses at work saying, hey, I'm still watching the game because we're waiting on Angel Reese to make a goddamn shot. No.
Allen and Cardoso force the turnover. Here's Reese. Angel.
There it is. Right up. Right up. Right up. So if you ask me, I think Chicago Sky has started to, I've been saying this last season, and I'm saying it now this season, but I think Tyler Marsh is finally starting to figure out, run that Chicago offense through Kamilla Cardoso. Run it inside out. Angel Reese, if she gets a rebound, kick it back out. Kick it back out. We can't sit here for another hour waiting on you to make a shot. Kick it out. Seriously. Seriously. So that was good to see. I root for Kamilla Cardoso. I like her. I think that she's still caught up in the cult, but maybe she'll figure it out. Aaliyah Boston figured it out. Kamilla? Aaliyah Boston figured it out. You don't see her wearing Dawn Staley shirts and Asia Wilson jerseys and shoes and things like that. And look how she's prospering. You can get out, Kamilla. You can get out. I understand, Kamilla. You can get out. And if you need any help, you can call me. You can call me. You can call me. All right. All right, where we at? 44. All right. We're not going to be here all night, guys. Like I said, it was going to be it's going to be a short show tonight. I'm going to come back Sunday. I got to get to an event. I can't stay here long tonight, guys. I have to get to an event, and I have to get to a show tonight. Okay, so we're going to wrap up right now. Indiana, Connecticut. Indiana has to figure it out without White Jesus. There are no prominent guards on the floor. Kelsey Mitchell, she's not stepping up. If anything, Kelsey Mitchell is showing me why she's been able to exist in Indiana and just be fast in this league. The vets, this veteran leadership and this veteran experience, it doesn't line up or align with the new WNBA nowadays. So this veteran leadership and experience means nothing now because your experience does not align with the new WNBA and this new talent and this new speed. You all can't keep up. You can't keep up. You can't produce on the floor. Natasha Howard stinks. DeWanna Bonner doesn't take over as a veteran. And even Kelsey Mitchell. Her basketball IQ is just, it's not there. It's just not there. Besides Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hustle, this team is a mess. This team is a mess. I'm not too hard on Stephanie White Leather because look at what she's working with. She got to figure this out. So I'm giving her grace as well. But Stephanie White Leather, please figure it out. Please figure it out. America's team in America, we're watching and rooting for you. So figure it out. All right. Other than that, guys, I have to get out of here. I have a hard stop tonight. I love you, W360 Nation. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the bell so you know when I'm going live. Like I said, I will be going live outside of the show. And also, if you are new here, make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend to subscribe. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for watching the show tonight, guys. I love you guys so, so much. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Please join me back on this live, perhaps Sunday-ish. I'm thinking Sunday. Join me back on the live Sunday. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Do whatever makes you happy, okay? If it's to go and sit out at a park, if it's to go for a hike, go sit in a sauna, whatever brings you peace and joy, do that this weekend. Do that this weekend. You deserve it, okay? You work hard and you deserve it. I love you guys. Until next episode.